I'm Dave.
And I'm Pete, and
You're watching Into the Studio. All right, first thing we're going to do is get these strings off of here. Next step, when they're nice and loose, cut them all off. I usually cut around the 15th fret. Now these are fed through the back, so I may have to pull this back plate off to get all of them out, but there are holes in the back plate to kind of make it a little bit easier to get them right out, which is great for restringing because you don't got to take everything apart. Alright, I have all of the strings off. Now we're going to go and take off all of the screws. Alright, all of the screws are out, and what's nice about these Strat style guitars is Pickguard has everything already set up on it. Now this needs to be cleaned up. We'll do a quick unboxing together and take a look at what the new setup looks like. Should have brought a knife. Now this came from Lilly on Amazon. I'll put an affiliate link in the description. Now what I decided to ultimately go with was the Strat style hot rail. These are basically humbuckers in a single coil pickup. The reviews were pretty good on this. I'd have to look at the price. I think it was around $30. And I mean, it looks really nice. This is the wiring that is going to go to the input jack, and it'll pretty much go right together. So I'm going to solder that up. First I'm going to clean this up and then solder it all up and check it out. Now before I completely get started, I just wanted to show you that if you look at the setup here, this is set up for 2 humbuckers and a single coil, so I could have gone with a different configuration with the preloaded pickguard, and I chose to go with the 3 humbucker style single coils because I want to make this a bluesy style guitar. Now some of these frets are going to need a little bit of work. They're a little rough on the edges, so I'm going to grab my fret file and true this all up. And I could take a little bit of video to show you exactly what I'm doing. I'll be back in a minute. Alright, I got it all installed. Everything's screwed together nicely. I did remove the bridge so we could put the new bridge in. Right now I'm going to work on all of the tuners and getting these replaced. So I'm going to spin the guitar around. So we can get a closer shot at the tuners and show you how easy that is. Alright, now with a 10mm socket, we just gotta break them all loose. go. All right. Then you can just take them right off by hand. They shouldn't be super tight because you're not trying to crush it into the wood. All right, now that all those pole pieces are taken off, now we're going to go around. You got to grab a small screwdriver to get these Phillips head screws out. I just use one of these little precision screwdrivers. That does the job nice. I'll get the rest out and be right back. All right, I got all the screws out, and these will just lift right out. Pretty simple. Now, the new tuners, let's get this in frame. There you go. That is from Lilly. These were purchased from Amazon as well. I'll put the affiliate link in the description. Made in China, but the reviews on here were actually really good. So I'm hoping that they're better and better quality than these. So now we'll open them up here quick and check them out. Here's the new tuners, and they actually feel a little bit better quality than these. They're very similar, but these are really loose. The gears are real loose inside. These are much tighter. So now to install it, very easy. Just like we took them out, they're going to slide in. The screw holes will match right up. We'll get the rest in, and then I'll show you the front. I'm about halfway done, and I don't know if you can hear this, but you line up the hole and they're nice and tight. They're actually much tighter than the tuners that it came with, and it already feels better, and the black looks awesome. All right, the next step, fairly simple. You just put the washer right on. These slide in, and then you can go finger tight. And now I'll just take the 10mm socket and just give it a nice twist. Nothing crazy. You don't got to crank down on them too hard. And I'll get the rest done. Fairly simple. All right, got everything tightened down, and I will say these tuners already feel much better. And they're much tighter. I'm not going to replace the string trees. I'm not too concerned about them. The next thing I want to do is just go over some of these fret ends, especially down here. And then we got to condition this board. The next step is going to be the bridge. And we're going to get this thing back together. All right, if you check this out, this is a fret file. There's a thick side and a thinner side. You mask off all the frets, and if there's a sharp edge, which this one's okay, but you would roll it down, and that will take off those burrs. This is my fret leveling file to go back and forth. What you can do is you can take a black marker and mark all of the frets off, and then you slowly go back and forth a few frets at a time till there's no more black, and that will level them out. I don't have a fret rocker. However, a piece of metal or something that's straight, if you rock back and forth, you'll be able to feel like if this was a little high, it would move like that. I just went down this board, and surprisingly, these are pretty darn straight. So, I don't need to do any fret leveling. However, I am going to go with a black marker and just go over it with the finest grit, which is this side right here, and just go over and then go with the steel wool to polish them up. But I got to mask the whole fretboard off yet to get ready to do that. Then we're going to be ready to install the bridge. That will be the most difficult thing to install. However, it's not that difficult either. A lot of this stuff you can do at home where you don't need luthier tools, and this little bit of updating can save you a lot of money down the road. All right, now we're going to put the bridge in. What's nice is everything pretty much lines right up, all the screw holes and everything. And I'll grab a screwdriver, get all these in, and then we'll flip it over, and we have to put the springs on for the tremolo adjustment. All right, so now all you do is you put your springs inside of the bar. There's holes that it fits right in. And then all you're going to do is stretch your strings right to the claw that's attached to the body. Like that. Again, another simple adjustment that is going to straighten out this tremolo system. And now, let's get the bar. And this one threads in. So we're going to put the tremolo bar right in and spin it all the way down. To about there, and then that gives you your adjustment. So you can do your dive bombs, and this one does not go back. It actually sits against the body. Now you can adjust it with the springs, maybe only use 2 springs if you want it to be able to go backwards. However, I'm fine with it like this because I'm really not going to use it much anyway. All right, so now all we got to do, got our Ernie balls here, string her up, check the intonation, because being a new bridge, this is going to have to be adjusted, and get it all set up, tuned up, intonated, and we're going to give her a rip, see what she sounds like.